Terry here from the Alternative iDOL podcast, and we're back with another show for you. This is our 50th show, so we thought we'd give it a new look and spice things up a little bit, as usual. So I'm joined as ever by my colleagues Garry from iDOL.
Hey guys, what's up?
And back with us, John, from straight from Japan.
Hello.
It's nice to have you back, man. It's been a while. Boys are back in town. Nice. Thanks for everyone who's
back together.
I know, right? It's been a while. I feel like everyone's been, busy with work and real life stuff. And yeah.
This also might be our last show of 2018. Just throwing that out there.
That's entirely possible, to be honest with you.
Unless we do like a crazy drunken New Year's show or something.
I don't know. Would people be interested in that? Would chat be interested in tuning in to the New Year's with us? I guess. Then again, we don't normally finish at 12, but that'd be kind of crazy. Well, actually, I say we don't finish at 12, but then we went till like half one
last time
on the last podcast till like half one. Thank you for everyone who stuck with us.
You watched all of that. You're an animal.
Crazy people. I heard a few people did it in doses. It's nice to see people with us, back with us as usual. We've got a decent show lined up for you today, so stick around from that. We've got plenty of talk. We've got some plenty of Kodomo mental stuff. We've got some Necronom iDOL stuff. I think maybe a few new groups and a few other bits and bobs, and some interesting news that you probably might already know for our American listeners. So that'll be interesting. Stick around for that. Is there anything you guys want to say before we get started today?
It's good to have everyone back. Good to be doing a regular podcast that isn't going to last 3 hours, right, guys?
Yeah, I think today we could probably get away with like an hour and a half, like standard time, or maybe even shorter, depending on what sort of news we have and how much chat decides to join in with us. So if you're in the chat, feel free to let us know how you feel about stuff. We wanna talk to you guys as much as you guys want to listen to us. So make sure you got your snacks and drinks and everything ready. And yeah, let's have a chat about what iDOL, because there's been some stuff happening recently, and maybe we'll get into that. I think it's me first, right?
Go for it, dude.
So up this week, first thing in our news was something that happened a while ago, but it was announced a while ago that Kodomo Mental, who is the what would you call them, label, production group, I don't know,
production company,
let's say production company behind, of course, like Suruzure and Zenkimi, agency, and KTA, or Terra Architect, however you want to say their names, that they'd be auditioning and forming a new group, a group of which the name I'm still not 100% certain on the English Romaji form for, so I'm just going to call them, I think they were saying Seireki 13 Ya. Apparently Gary's a bit quiet. Is it just you being quiet, Garry?
Oh, am I quiet? Really?
I don't know. I can turn you up a little bit. It's no biggie.
I thought you tested all this, Terry.
I did. I thought you sounded fine. Maybe you just.
Yeah. Maybe I don't know. Maybe
it's just nerves. Gary's just being quiet.
I'm just nervous. John's here for the first time in a long time.
Yeah. So yeah, thanks for that. Thanks for letting us know, instead of letting us get like 95% through the podcast before someone tells us the audio levels are a bit weird. But anyway, yeah, so it was Seireki 13 Ya. They've kind of written it.
Wouldn't it be like June?
I think they're just saying 13. From what I could see, it's weird. I don't know.
Because like usually if there's a number, you just say it like
in Japanese.
You would say it.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I don't know. It's something to do with constellations and astral calendars and all sorts of some madness. So I'm not 100% certain. Yeah, shouts out to everyone in the chat. What's up, guys? Thanks for joining us. Yeah, so they put out a tweet a while ago saying that they were being making an auditioning for a new group and all that sort of stuff, and now the group's actually been revealed and even debuted. So they debuted on the 15th of December, which is technically today, I guess, but for Japan that would be yesterday, of course. Yeah, of course, at a Kodomo Mental iDOL showcase, which I think actually featured them plus Zenkimi, Suruzure, and KTA. That was at Shinjuku Loft. So that was really cool. So far the group's got 5 members, which kind of seems to be what Kodomo Mental's kind of going for at the moment, right? So
yeah, so when like 2 leave, they've still got 3 and can still perform.
Yeah, I feel like a trio is kind of like the workable amount, you know what I mean? But so far the members that we have are Sono Homare, which I don't know if this is going to be in order with the pictures, but maybe it will be.
Toashiki.
Yeah, Toashiki, Nene Komochi, or Komochi Nene, depending on which way you want to say it. That's just the way they've got it written. Fua Akane and Ama Mayura. So yeah,
that is not a real name.
no,
That
oh,
last
it's
one's definitely not
Ama
real.
Mayura. Yeah, it's kind of strange. The names kind of feel a bit different than the usual Kodomo mental names. I'm used to, I don't know, I'm just used to like single digit names or like certain sounding names. I don't know, it kind of feels like it matches the group though.
They do have a very kind of
Pastel-y vibe.
clean image.
Yeah, it's
shall we
kind of
say.
yume kawaii, I guess, with the kind of pastel-y colors, and you know, it's kind of floofy, kind of.
They're sickly sweet. Hey.
Hey, yeah, I don't even know if I don't even look that sick to me. They all look pretty healthy. They just kind of, I don't know. They have that
Yeah,
kind
they
of
don't
image.
have that red. They don't have that red
They have a
under eye
little
makeup
bit of
thing
it.
going on.
Yeah, a little
A
bit.
little bit.
A little sparkly. Yeah, there you go. Saying sparkly, that's the word.
'Cause
They're
they're
very
a constellation
they're
group,
very
hey.
they're very kira. But
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
right, so they've also announced that their first single is to be released on the 23rd of January, so we've got something
That's
to look
quick.
forward to in January, yeah. And it's called Oyasumi Mirai to Koi Otome. It has 2 tracks and 1 instrumental. The first track is the title track, which was Oyasumi Mirai to Koi Otome. That's the title track. The second track is Uso wa Yoru ni Tokete, which something to do with lying, something like that. So that was pretty cool. And the third is pretty much just the instrumental to the title track. So for any of you who want to get some cover versions done, maybe, or some karaoke going on, then
Some remixes, maybe.
yeah, some remixes, that'd be pretty cool actually. Because if you've got the instrumental version and the version with the actual singing on it, there is the technique to get the a cappella by using the instrumental, which I can show people if they want to do that. So yeah, remixes are doable. So yeah, that's something to look forward to in January. Even further ahead of that, you've got something to look forward to in March, because they've actually also announced their first one-man, which is going to be taking place on the 31st of March at Shibuya Chelsea Hotel, which is actually still a venue I haven't been to. I've never been to Chelsea
I don't think
Hotel.
I've been either.
No, I feel like Necro and a few other groups have played there, just never when I'm around. So I don't actually even know what it kind of looks like, but it'll be interesting to see. If I remember...
It's the bottom floor of the building where Milky
Ah, okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
because
it's a-
basement,
it's in a
one or
basement.
the other.
because I remember Hina from Necro, I think, had her last birthday show, I think, at Chelsea Hotel. There's been a few things that happened at Chelsea Hotel that I've seen. Tickets go on sale January 1st. That's for any of you who feel like you might be in Japan around about March. It is pretty much towards the end of March, like we said, so it's the 31st of March. But if you're in Japan at the time, is there any other big one-mans or anything like that going on in March that people might be in Japan for?
I'll be totally honest, if I'm not going to be there, I don't even bother looking at what concerts are on.
That's a fair good point. Otherwise, you're just putting yourself in for disappointment, seeing all of the cool stuff.
Terry.
It's true.
Makes
It's true.
me unhappy. How's that going to work though? A one man and they've got like 2
so
songs?
I think Loser 555 or Gitstar, however you guys know him, he'll be in Japan round about then. I don't know if they'll be your thing, dude, but maybe you should go and check it out. It might be kind of cool. Lol Salama, that's like really hard for me to say for some reason, said Ray had her last B-Day there too. So it seems to kind of be the Necronomidal B-Day hangout, I guess. I'd be interested to see where all the rest of the B-Days have taken place for Necronomidal. If they're all at Chelsea Hotel, that'd be interesting.
Did we want to talk about their sound?
I mean,
talk about
we
how
can.
they're doing a one man with 2 songs. There's no one else but me.
Well,
see
they might
the
have
issue
a,
with
they might
this.
have a third by then.
Yeah, they might have a third song by then. I mean, they
They're
can
gonna
just.
do covers.
I would assume. I mean, that's by March though. They could have a whole nother like single or an EP
They're gonna
ready.
put an album out. Or
Nah.
something. Is that what's gonna happen?
I mean, this is Kodomo Mental. Let's be honest, their work rate can be crazy. I mean, they've
It's going to
decided.
be a full 16-track album.
Oh
I
god.
I just feel like we're coming screaming out of the gate here, and maybe it's a bit.
Well, I'm sure that they're not unprepared.
No,
No.
it just seems like a lot at once. I guess.
I mean, I reckon they'll have a single that'll be out in January, and I reckon there'll be like a mini album or an EP by like March, I reckon.
Maybe.
So Zeng said they should have like 8 to 10 songs by then. Damn, son. Them poor Kodomo Mental's producers, Siver and Geshi, and them.
They got like 2 more from the bands that they signed.
Oh yeah, they got some new producers and stuff working with them
They've got
now.
that one guy from Mop of Head and someone else now, I think.
Did they get one of the guys from Ete or whatever at the back?
Maybe, which is probably why if you didn't like the KTA EP that came out last month, then there's your reason.
Yeah. What? Maybe I can't remember. I didn't really look at the.
There
was other people working on it.
It wasn't just Siva and
Geshi.
Geshi.
And
It was different people.
the other guy's name, who I always forget, who's like the head one between the two of them.
Yeah,
The guy
there's
who
some
has the
different
birthday
people.
on like in November as well. I always forget his name. But yeah. So yeah, they did actually recently preview their first song, the Oyasumi Mirai to Koyo Tome song. They previewed that the other day on like a 2-hour window.
Why?
What
Like,
do you mean?
You're trying to hype up a group, right?
Yeah.
Why just have the song available for 2 hours?
'Cause
I
that's
get
the
it if it's like
Kodomo mental
Zenkimi or
way.
whatever,
I'm guessing
right?
it was before even their debut, I guess. So they just kind of wanted to give
Yeah,
people
but
an
I
idea.
mean, you're trying to hype people up for the group. Just let them listen to the song. Yeah?
KTA did that as well, though.
Why have I been so argumentative tonight? I don't know. Sorry, guys.
I don't know. It's great though.
It's fine. You're filling in John's place. He seems in a
It's
happy
probably,
mood.
I'm probably blowing off steam from the last couple of days.
So yeah, I mean, we've got the link, and why don't you lot post that in the chat for anyone who wants to listen?
We're gonna post ill-gotten links in our chat.
I mean, people post it on their like official sites and stuff. So.
Oh, whoops.
Wait,
John, why have you posted random Japanese?
What have you done there, John?
There we go.
No pressure.
Oh, he's
I
got it
got
right
it.
this
I
time.
got
He's
it.
got it right this time. I don't know what happened for. So there's
That's what was loaded up. It was already loaded up on my clipboard.
Ah,
Oh,
right.
I'm gonna have to put this in the description of the video now. Why are you giving me all this extra work?
Apologies, but yeah, so if you missed out on the link and you wanted to check out the group and see what they sound like, the link is there for you. You can go and listen to their first song. Feel free to listen to it either now or later or whatever. I was just interested to feel or to see what people actually thought about the sound. I'm sure Zeng and a couple of others in here might have already listened to the previews. Personally, it was pretty much what I expected from it. I was hoping for kind of like an old school kind of Zenkimi sound, but maybe with a twist, you know what I mean? And we kind of ended up with that, but some people are kind of making comparisons. It's kind of like old school Zenkimi fused with like Cyber, I guess.
It's sparkly Zenkimi.
It's slightly less sickly Zenki.
Yeah, I kind of thought it was kind of like the lighter side of what KTA do with like Zenkimi vocals. That's kind of how I felt about it. But yeah, it's pretty much what I was expecting. I'm down with it. I'm down with it. I feel like it's kind of like a style that occasionally some of the other groups touch on, but maybe
It's kinda
not
like
so that much.
It's like a fluffy cotton candy side of Kodomo Mental.
Yeah, I mean, this is probably the last corner of like the last part of the Kodomo Mental spectrum that they kind of needed to fill with an actual group. You get what I mean? I feel like this could be really popular with like girls, maybe, hopefully. I mean, Kodomo Mental's groups have
their
quite a
stuff
lot
was
of...
already pretty popular with girls.
Yeah, some of them. Some of them, I feel like...
Well, I thought Zenkimi was.
Oh yeah,
kinda
Zen
popular
Kimi
with
gets
girls.
quite a few girls. Yeah, Surizuri not so much. Yeah, like Zeng said, Kodomo's basically got all the bases covered now. Musically, like spectrum wise of what kind of music they make, I would agree. I'd say that's pretty much covered now. I feel like there's going to be a lot of kind of like taking from each other recently. You know, like everyone's kind of borrowing each other's sounds, and it can get a bit convoluted and muddled. You know, with
Well, I guess
who's
that
doing what.
I read at the One Man that they were like covering each other's songs. So.
Oh, so that was at the... That was...
I mean, not the One Man, but the intro show, like last night.
Yeah, last night. So yeah, everyone was... All the groups did one shuffle song each from each other's. I did read what songs they covered. I think it was someone covered Neo Meadow Jealous, Chaos, Jealous. I always get the name mixed up from Zenkimi.
Neo Jealous, Mellow Chaos.
That's the one. So someone covered that. I think someone covered Phantom Kiss, and someone covered Satire, blah blah blah, Satire. You know what I'm talking about? Original Satire. That's the one. Yeah, so that were the three songs.
Alright, bro, I've got you.
Yeah, like I'm trying to remember like what groups covered what, and I'm just like I didn't
even look at who covered what. I'm just guessing based on the words that.
That's good. But yeah, so interesting. So Side Letters said, I'm still waiting for my grime idols. So are me and Garry.
You'd think with all these rap idol groups, right?
Yeah.
That some of them would do some mad grime stuff.
You would. I mean, maybe that could be my niche. Maybe I can move over to Japan and maybe I can produce.
I don't know.
The first lot of like grime.
Rude.
A bit rude.
It's not American. So
I mean, it would definitely be alternative. So maybe I'd get away in the Chica scene with like a grime idol group.
Sending for each other.
Yeah, like idol diss tracks and calling other.
You'd have to make two groups because one could diss on the other one. You'd have to have at least.
I'd just send for the rest of the groups and I could like call people irrelevant and stuff like that, and it'd be interesting. That'd be quite funny.
Why make groups? Just have a bunch of soloists.
What, and get them to like battle each other at like
rap
shows.
Battles, bro.
I think people do that. I've seen like was it MIDI and thingy from like Kandai, not Kandai Syrup, from Rhineberry. They've done that sort of stuff.
Have the crowd form a circle and put the idols in the middle and have them like
fight to the death, throw bars at each other. Sounds like a death match. Right, well, that's pretty much it for the new group from Kodomo, but we do have plenty more of Kodomo news to talk about.
We do.
Once you lot have actually listened to that that preview song at some point, I want to know people's opinions of it. I'm glad you did. Not you. I mean chat. I mean, you know, the people we're actually talking to. No, not you lot. I don't care what you lot think. I care about what chat think.
Well, when you say you lot, you need to say which lot is you.
Oh.
Lot.
Anyway, what about that Zero lot?
Yeah, not a bad transition.
I'm taking back control of this.
When's the last time we had a good segue? I can't remember. It's been a while, boys.
I don't think we've ever had a good segue.
That might be a good point.
They're always kind of cringy, aren't they?
So yeah, anyway, if you guys would just let me flow here, that'd be great. I'm going to assume that people are either living under a rock or didn't listen to our ridiculously long podcast from last week where we kind of talked about this.
I couldn't blame them.
But if you didn't know for some reason, Kotetsu has been transferred to Zero from Terror Architect.
Mm-hmm.
Very sudden, shocking announcement. Lots of KTA fans openly weeping at the show we were at when this was announced.
Which was kind of awkward. It's kind of awkward.
Never seen so many grown men crying openly in my life. So yeah, she was supposed to, well, she debuted with Zero officially on the 7th of December. But before that, also a show we were at, which was Komachi's birthday show on the 11th of November, she actually ended up performing Phantom Kiss with Zero as kind of like sort of, it was like an encore type.
Yeah, it was the song after the solo song, I think.
It was a pretty weird sequence. Like before that, we had Komachi singing Mudai Gasso like a cappella with Mei Mei on acoustic guitar.
Mudai Gasso? It was what? It wasn't Mudai Gasso. That's a Zenkimi song, bro.
I don't know. It was a song of some description.
It was a song of some sort.
Someone in chat.
It was minimal rondo. I know what song it was.
Yeah, there you go.
It's fine.
It's, you know, M's, dude.
I know, it's fine. I got you, bro. I got you.
Been a long week, boys. I've been doing overtime at work. But yeah, it was a weird kind of weird sequence of songs.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I thought Kotetsu sounded pretty good when we heard her do Phantom Kiss.
Yeah, her singing voice is fine for Zero. It goes quite well. She has that kind of upper register cutesy kind of sound, but she sounds pretty good singing Surizuri's more kind of serious style of stuff. And she has a little scream as well that sounds,
gives them a little bit more range as well, I think, which is good. So yeah, we kind of thought, hey, that's interesting. They definitely needed, I think, a fourth. Because like the whole like 3-person thing's a bit, you're never quite safe with 3 people.
Yeah, and I feel like
what I'm saying.
And after they lost Tsuyame, they kind of lost a bit of the momentum. They had started like building again.
They lost like all of their momentum.
Yeah,
they didn't really do much after Tsuyame left. So yeah, we were like, all right, cool, they're back up to 4th. That's awesome. And then on the 5th of December, they were like, oh hey, we've got another one. So yeah, Surizuri 5 members now, with the addition of Takari Takara, which is definitely not a real name.
What is this alternative universe we're living in now, where KTA 5, Surizuri 5? I know, right? It's pretty crazy.
It's the power of 5.
It's awesome.
But yeah, I've not seen any like footage or anything like that. I've been really busy, so
I've seen pictures, and I watched.
There might not be footage. I don't know.
I watched a Line Live video of Surizuri the other day where they were like talking to the kind of just talking and telling people about the shows upcoming for the I think it's called the Unethical Tour or whatever.
Unethical Tour.
Yeah, I know, right? The Unethical Tour, and they were just saying about the dates.
About it.
I don't know.
I don't.
Oh,
right,
God, behave.
They should have used that. They should have used that like a year and a half ago, huh?
Behave. I just got what you meant, John. You behave as well. All of you behave. What was I gonna say? The Takari Takara girl. She's got kind of like I
ordered Coco's like solo single the other day.
Oh, you did?
In related news.
In related news, nice. But yeah, she kind of I don't know where exactly she's from, but I don't think she's from Tokyo. She's got an interesting accent. Yeah, she has like the kind of cute voice, and then she's kind of a bit like Ayuni D, where when she kind of like when her mind switches off, she kind of reverts back to like her accent from where she's from, and she kind of sounds a bit rowdy, and she has this kind of rasp a bit to her voice at like certain tones, and
you said that the other girls were like
making fun of her, kind of, yeah, because like there was someone said something about her, like the girl in the grey cute or whatever is cute or whatever, and she was like arigato, but like the way she said it kind of sounded like an old businessman or something, because of like the way.
You think she's like a country girl?
Maybe, but like immediately after she said that, I think it was like May and Shidari were like arigato, like in her voice, like, and then everyone was wetting themselves laughing. I was just like, oh, that's mean. I was like, apparently
initiation, bro.
Apparently she can scream really well though, so that might be where the raspiness has come from. She's in that kind of Yotsu, Budweiser frog phase, where they're like training the screaming vocals.
Oh, yeah.
And like for a while when before, a lot of people don't know this, but when Yotsu was learning to do harsh vocals from Shidari, in case you guys didn't know that, she didn't sing live for a while because she was learning to do it.
Take time off.
Yeah, she had to take time off from like live vocals, and she had like quite a kind of like rough throat, and she kind of sounded like the Budweiser frog when she spoke, and it wasn't until she kind of got used to doing it properly that her kind of voice came back and she could sing and scream and that sort of stuff. But yeah, I feel like maybe this girl is she's in that stage of her training where it's kind of like maybe like affecting her a little bit while she's still training up doing the harsh vocals, which was kind of cute. It's kind of like a Gap Moe thing where she looks like she's really cute, and then she has this kind of like raspy old man Yakuza voice, like sometimes when she forgets to talk cute. It was also interesting to see Kotetsu interacting with the Surizuri girls, because like the Surizuri girls don't put on high-pitched voices, they just kind of talk. Do you know what I mean? Whereas like KTA all try to one-up each other in like the how high-pitched voice can we get? And like at the end of the day, it seems like the only person I can, like, only my dog can hear them, because it's like supersonic at that point. I can hear him barking downstairs because No Namera's gone like supersonic or something like that.
She's broken the sound barrier.
I know, right? But yeah, Kotetsu she can kind of just talk a little bit more normally. Chat says Takara seems a little timid. I mean,
Everyone is at first.
Yeah, I mean, she's been dumped into a group that has some personalities, and like the music is very intense. So like, I feel like she'll take a little while. She'll be Surizuri'd up. You know what I mean? It's just like when the girls joined, she'll
be ready for the next single, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's like when Namidamaru and Sumomo joined KTA, and we were like, just wait, like there'll be Terra Architect up, you know.
People are still like, I don't really. Why did they get added?
I mean, I know why they added Sumomo, just by the look of what she looks like in that MV. They've added some definite sex appeal to the image. Well,
that music video, like, as a whole,
is mad. Yeah.
Yeah, new outfits as well. Just kind of briefly gloss over that, I suppose. We've got like an all-white look now, I guess.
Yeah.
Not really
sure. All white with like marine blue. Yeah, I'm guessing it's kind of like a. Yeah, just yeah. Normally white is like rebirth, isn't it, and stuff like that.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah, they're Japanese. It all means something, boys. Like, but I think they look pretty good.
But sometimes it isn't that deep.
Sometimes it isn't that deep.
So yeah, speaking, kind of like tangentially related here, we have some Terra Architect news as well.
We do indeed.
So Kotetsu has gone to Surizuri.
Mm-hmm.
No one from Surizuri went to KTA, but they've got a new member anyway.
I know, right?
This was announced on the 1st of December. Her name is Komari-yu. That's right.
Yeah, indeed.
She debuted at their show on the 3rd of December. It should be a Garrett. Yeah, I didn't expect this.
No, this one kind of came out of nowhere.
4. That's fine. Everyone else is a 4.
I mean, it kind of made sense, because obviously they'd literally just done an EP and they'd probably reworked all of the songs to work on like a 5-member basis. So they were like, look, Kotetsu's decided, that she wants to move to Surizuri, because apparently it was Kotetsu's wish.
Big Komachi
fan, and apparently it's kind of what she originally wanted to do in the first place, was to go to Surizuri, but she ended up in KTA, so now she's in Surizuri where she wants to be, but I'm sure she's going to miss the KTA girls, but they're all a big family, so I'm sure they'll see each other plenty anyway. But yeah, now you've got this new girl, Komari-yu, who's apparently the smallest member of Kodomo Bento, did they say?
Of course Terry knows this information.
That's what someone said. Well,
to the surprise of no one.
Well, I haven't seen her stood next to Mashiro yet, so once I've seen her stood next to Mashiro, then I'll have a rough idea of how actually tall she is, but we'll see. Apparently she made, like, No Namera looks tall compared to her, and like No Namera isn't exactly tall, so I don't know, we'll have to see. It's interesting.
Again, I've been busy, so I haven't really seen any live footage or anything like that.
Because Kodomo Mental loves to put out all that live footage.
I mean, that's a fair point, John. To be honest, I hope that they put out more kind of... Well, I think Zenkimi might put out another DVD, or...
Didn't KTA just put out a DVD?
They did, but it doesn't have live footage.
Yeah, no, but I mean, they just put one out.
Yeah,
so
yeah. Yeah, I've got the DVD. I bought it, the one man.
Got a better chance of seeing stuff from Surizuri through their fan club thing.
Yeah, if you like your live footage 6 months old and completely stale.
Well, it's actually up to.
They put up Komachi's
they got Komachi's birthday, so they're only like a.
Oh, is that what?
Yeah, so they're only like a month out of date now. They've pretty much caught up. That's pretty good.
They're getting serious again.
For anybody who's still in that fan club, I guess.
Wait. Lois Lama said Hiyori Izumi was her grav or idol name. Who are we talking about here? Is it Komari-yu?
I'm guessing it's the new member of KTA they're talking about.
Komaru.
I would suggest not Google searching that, or at least not Google image searching that.
Surizuri fan club isn't that, so probably 2-3 weeks behind. Yeah, it's not that far behind. I'm not a member of it. Maybe if they give me a free month, I'll go back on to watch Komachi's birthday just to reminisce because I was there.
I think that free month is always on offer.
Oh, it's always
still
on offer. Okay, maybe I'll make it. Maybe I'll take them up on that just to watch the footage. So that might be cool. But yeah, I'll be.
That is her. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah,
that is actually her.
Are we?
Okay.
How lewd are we talking here on a scale of 1 to 10?
I mean, of questionable legality, lewd, I guess, but like not.
Oh, of course, it's grav. It's gonna be non-nude, of course. It's gonna be grav.
I'd say questionable legality levels of.
Wait.
Don't Google image search this.
Okay, cool. Well, we'll leave Garry to clear his cookies and browsing history, and we
That's
can.
not too bad.
if I've not been got yet, then I don't think it'll be this that finally puts.
Gary's gonna get got.
He just got a line live message from the FBI telling him to stay where he is.
But yeah, so I guess she used to do some
things and stuff.
modeling.
Yeah.
That's interesting, I guess. Maybe she will bring some fans over from that. I don't know. Yeah. Google that at your own risk / leisure, I guess.
Just put that incognito browser beforehand and get your VPNs on and your peer block on as well, just to make sure. Let's have a look. So Zeng said, well, Google says that Komaru U is 1 meter and 44. Oh, 1 meter and 44 centimeters. That they're not having the C on the end really threw me off. So that's pretty small. Yeah, pretty much. I might be like an inch and a bit taller than her, maybe 2 inches. Jeez, if I put some trainers on, jeez, then I'll be even bigger.
She puts trainers
Oh,
on,
what?
so.
You mean like Rin from Burst Girl, where she was wearing them massive platforms and was still like only like just about the same height as me? And then the next time I saw her, she had like Vans on and was like tiny, and I laughed at her about it. I was like, haha, you're not even as big as your cardboard cutout.
You can hear that story and more if you go and listen to last week's podcast.
I mean, I was hoping you was gonna do that. That is true. I'll put a link at the top of the podcast when we do it, saying to go listen to the. Go and check that out if you want stories about our Japan trip. What else?
So Kodomo Mental are getting their ducks in a row for 2019, I guess.
It's going to be an interesting year.
Hopefully, just don't lose anyone else, please.
Hey, you guys.
What's up?
I've got some news that isn't Kodomo mental.
Really?
But it is going to be interesting for 2019, right, John?
Yeah. For some people, I don't know. Some people might not care. I don't know.
But yeah, let's have
whatever your predilection is. But Necronominal is. They've announced that they're going to have regular performances. I think it's a monthly thing.
Yeah.
Starting on the 13th of January at Shibuya Cyclone.
I like that venue.
Monthly performance, and apparently it's going to feature them.
Of course.
Yeah, of course.
You'd hope so.
Is it going to be all these 3 groups, or is it going to be like a rotating thing?
No,
it'll be different people.
Yeah, it'd be different people.
They'll be the headline, but there's like people on before will be different.
They'll headline, and then it'll have like Juju,
Shinsei Kaisen.
Yeah, so it'll be a good time. So if you're over there and they're having one of their monthlies, check that out.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Sorry.
Stop it.
It's just you saying the Chroma having their monthlies just tickled me. Sorry.
Well,
isn't there like something else though?
Oh, there's more.
Something else.
Well,
what you mean, the new member thing?
Yeah.
That's kind of a big deal, right?
That's a pretty big deal.
I guess.
So in case you guys didn't know, the 13th of January will be the first show at which Necronom Idol debut the 2 new members.
Yep,
So,
a couple, and we've got no idea who that will be at all.
no idea at all. No idea.
There's
Said the
some
guy that
people
has
are
no idea
making
who it'll be.
interesting
we
tweets.
actually don't. Depending on who actually does come out as being in the group, then we could say yes or no to that definitively. But yeah,
You
no,
guys
no
won't hear
idea.
the end of it if I call one of them right. I'll
Yeah,
just
there's some
figure it out.
theories out there.
There's some
theories.
Just keep an eye out for who Derek's putting winky face emojis on, and then maybe you could work it out yourself. But who knows?
Oh, he just threw him under the bus, bro.
I mean, he's probably winding us up just as much as we're winding everyone else up. Let's have a look. What's chat saying? Necroma Western fandom be like, this isn't Himari news, so who cares? Ouch. I mean, everyone loves Himari, but you know, Necro as a whole.
Who?
Himari? Oh, sorry, Hirami. I forgot about that. You gotta call her Hirami now, because apparently Mandarake said that her name is Hirame Tsukishiro, so I found that quite hilarious.
Anyway, should we move on to the next thing? Because I like to go through my stuff quick.
Yeah, go for it. I mean,
I got beer to drink, dude. I ain't got time to waste on this news stuff. Right?
come on,
No.
beer man.
But
Come on, Daft Man,
Necroma's
let's go.
releasing a what do you call it? Collaboration CD with Nemless. Y'all know who that is?
I'm sure some of them will. Her name's Utena Yuki. She was formerly known as Saibo Kanojo. I believe she was produced and managed by I think it's Demon Tapes, the people that now produce and manage Die Die Die.
Yep.
So she was kind
That
of
is
like the
Demon Tapes.
original solo version of what Die 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 has now become. Personally, I feel like Saibo Kanojo was kind of like Die Die Die, but less accessible because it was proper crazy stuff. Die 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 is probably a bit more accessible than Saibo Kanojo was. But yeah, she was really, really good. It's been a
I think
while now.
If you go to Demon Tapes YouTube, her stuff is on there.
Oh yeah, her MVs and some other stuff and that is still on there. I believe you can still get her first album. I think it's still available from certain places. So yeah, it's good stuff. It's good stuff.
Yeah, but they're doing a show on the 23rd of December and releasing a CD at the same time, I believe. I don't know if it's a venue only or not.
I think it will be, but maybe if they have any left, maybe.
It's almost 100% guaranteed it'll be venue only, I'd imagine.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure most of the Western fandom will ask if it can be put up on the Bandcamp. Only time will tell whether or not.
To a thunderous silence.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it'd be interesting. I mean, if someone's out there and they can get their hands on a couple of copies for us muchachos, you will be in
Copies for the boys.
copies for the boys. You will be in deeply grateful, and yeah, I'll do some things and stuff, I guess.
But it's going to have one collaboration track.
Yes.
And then 2 tracks where they're going to be doing each other's stuff. I guess the first track is called Boundless Wounds. I think that's a
brand new song. Yeah.
brand new. And then they're doing what? I don't even know how to say the second one.
It's nostalgic, with like a chemical element
it?
at the end. But yeah, it's pretty much
You should have just wrote it out.
I mean, that's how it's spelled. I don't know.
No, I can't read that.
I mean,
and then Nemless is doing Psychopomp.
But the most interesting thing is that who's producing it all. I mean, yeah,
You mean who wrote the music?
yeah.
Oh, who was that? Kei Toriki?
Yeah, so that means Kei Toriki's doing a guitar version of Nostalgia, I assume.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying. So it's going to be interesting. And Boundless Wounds is also a Kei Toriki song. In case you guys don't know who Kei Toriki is, he is the person responsible for Psychopomp. Oh yeah.
Oh,
End
man,
of
what is the
Days.
other one?
End of
End of
Days.
Days.
Yeah, and probably a new one off the album. Oh, Phanatogenesis. So if
I bet you the Psychopomp is going to use the new music.
oh yeah, of course, yeah, I would hope.
I
so.
love that guitar
I
intro.
I
So
feel
good.
like he might mix it up a little bit, maybe, so that it's more in Nemlis's style, maybe.
Oh, probably.
Maybe. It's maybe like a remix version that she's gonna do, and maybe the Nostalgia will be like a K to Ricky version of that song from Nemlis. And Boundless Wounds.
I can't wait for Boundless Wounds because it's gonna have vocals from all of them.
From both, yeah. And this will probably be the last new song. Well, both of these, the Nostalgia and Boundless Wounds, will probably be the last 2 tracks that we ever get of this lineup of Necro. So this will be your last 2 tracks with Hina
Did
and
you have to remind me?
apologies, with Sari and Hina's vocals on. I feel like this CD is gonna kind of be quite sought after. I'd be very surprised if they don't try to sell this on the Bandcamp, because I feel like everyone would buy a copy.
Everybody buys everything off Bandcamp. I don't know why they don't sell everything.
Just chuck it in a slim jewel case with a printed thing at the front and get Nemlis and like the girls to sign the CD and sell it for, I don't know, whatever, 2K or whatever, and everyone will buy it.
Dude, just give me a blank CDR with a Xerox copy of the cover in a paper sleeve. I'm cool.
Yeah, as long as you get the music.
And then you also just have to be okay with waiting 6 months to get it.
Well, that too.
Well, they've got new staff now, so let's hope that the orders are picking up in speed a little bit. They did just recently start sending out the...
Well, I've got 2 on there. I've got 2 coming to me at the moment.
The Ritual photo book, was it? I think that people ordered a while ago. I believe that's finally being shipped. I believe Ricky put out a tweet the other day. I think he said that they're shipping them out next week. Ritual and the photo book and everything's going out next week. And they did everything else that was before that last week. They've
tip. Pro tip. If you want to get the signed poster with Void Him,
with the
you
album?
better order it like now, because they're leaving in less
probably
than a month.
too late.
No, they're pre-signed. They're pre-signed. They have a certain amount of pre-signed posters.
Yeah, but I mean, if they go over that, they won't be able to sign anymore.
Oh yeah, not anymore.
So
if
you want one, get it.
I've got like 3 signed Necro posters, and I don't have any more like things to put them on the wall. So it's kind of.
I haven't bought anything from the band.
Oh, I've got that. I've got the East Meets West one as well. I just need to wait for me to eventually get it.
Oh yeah.
And I can put that on the wall as well. That's got Hanako on it as well.
I can display my signed Necronoidal urn.
Oh yeah, I can't wait for that. that's definitely still the weirdest piece of iDOL merch that I currently.
Yo, I don't know what's up with.
I own but don't possess, but
it'll get there though.
Have you sent them out?
It's getting there. It's getting there. Chill.
I mean,
It's by John's front door now. It's getting there.
I mean, if
cold jabs.
If he goes outside right now, he'll probably get blown back into the house. So.
Yeah, I don't want to open the door.
Let's
just like tie a balloon to it, John, and put it outside. It'll probably get here.
So let's see what people in the chat are saying.
If anyone wants to grab me a copy of that CD.
It seems like everyone else in chat also wants people to grab them one. Damn, all my favorites, nice. Definitely need to get that track. You and me too, both, buddy. Moondoggy said, did everyone get their orders now? Yeah, I believe they sent out some last week and they're sending them out.
They're getting there.
Next week, they're getting there. They're cracking on with it, and I think they've got an extra person working with them now. Lolsama said, I got my Void Him CD and Checky set and fan pack the other day. Now just waiting for the framed photo to arrive. I think the framed photo is getting sent out the same time as the Ritual photo book stuff, because I believe it was part of that. So yeah, that should be getting sent out next week, dude. So you should be good. Just keep an eye on Ricky's Twitter, because he's been giving like updates for people, which is good.
Why isn't he giving updates on the Necro Twitter though?
I don't know. I feel like a lot of people do follow him though. I feel like a lot of people follow Ricky.
You know,
it's kind of weird. A lot of people don't.
It's not the place I would go to like get updates.
Does anyone else follow like any other like iDOL management like Twitters? Not like the group Twitter, but the actual.
People probably follow like Iku and your man from Chicken Bull the iDOL, Daichi.
Oh, Daichi, yeah, Daichi. Yeah, but that's probably like a legacy thing. People have probably been following him since like Guso.
I mean, I follow Ichiho. Does that count?
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much management. I'd agree with that. Watanabe, of course. Yeah, that's true. Just for the bants.
I follow Garuda. That's technically
does
management.
does Melon Batake's long suffering Checky dude, does he have Twitter? You know they have a
It's probably too much.
they have a hashtag of like sneak shots of him where they like black out his face when he's doing like weird things. I'll find the Twitter and I'll show you guys later on.
No.
And it's like going back like a while, and they've got him doing all this weird stuff.
Watanabe counts, yeah.
Watanabe, Ricky, I think he probably runs the official Twitter. Yeah, it makes sense. So that's pretty much it for Necro. I think what was up next? I think this is me. There's not much to say on this. I wish I had someone
We're
who's
say it anyway.
We're gonna say it anyway. We got some Malcolm Mas McLaren news. Despite what they said a while ago about wanting to stay, no new members, guys. Saying that they wanted to stay as a duo for a while and that sort of thing. Well, they actually revealed on the 5th of December that they now have a new third member. So it was a bait and switch, guys. They were like, yeah, we don't want any new members. Oh, here's this new one we've been training up. Her name's Shino, and they actually debuted her in their new MV, which was called La La La. In case you guys haven't seen that, it's added in the Alternative Idol playlist. So if you go and click on that at some point, just search Alternative Idol playlist. It's by Ramen Shuriken. You can see it. It's like on our site, on the channel. You can go and watch it in there.
She's pretty cute, so I get it.
I mean, have you seen that MV for La La La? It turns into like a grav shoot like halfway through.
I haven't seen.
You haven't seen it.
I've barely had time to see my.
It's kind of like standard, like MMM type stuff, and then like halfway through, it's like someone in like, she's in like undies, pretty much in bed with like the covers, and she's like moving around, and I was just like, how did we get from this to this?
To get more fans.
I mean,
that's how we got here.
I can't remember which member it is, but I know a lot of people were definitely like, damn, this is some good fan service. MMM bringing the heat, literally.
I agree with Zhang in chat. 2 members is risky, 3 is alright.
Unless you're Surizuri, then 3 members is risky. I don't even remember. Yeah, you go and watch the.
I think 4.
Go and watch the La 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 MV from Malcolm Mas McLaren again, and actually watch it, and then you'll start to see certain shots of someone like in bed wearing not their performance outfit, and put it that way, unless that is their performance outfit.
This turned into a review of the music video somehow.
Well, we got to make up the time somehow for Malcolm Mas McLaren.
Make up the time. We're almost like an hour in, dude. It's time to go home.
I know, pretty much. We haven't got that much left. But yeah, I don't have the video link. But the new girl's Twitter I do have. So if you guys want to go follow the new member of MMM, you can have her Twitter. There's the link. Go and follow her. She's pretty cute. Maybe you guys will like her if you actually care about Malcolm Mas McLaren, which I hope you do.
The MV isn't hard to find either.
A few people do, right?
Yeah. Do you know what? I actually hope so. They're like one of those groups where I've always kind of liked their music, but I've never got into them that hard. The new song, it's definitely still going along that kind of easy core wave, I guess, that easy core kind of sound, kind of like skater music, I guess. Or that's a really bad generalization, but it definitely is. It really is, right? But I mean, especially with that one MV they did in a skate park where they kind of dressed up as if they were skaters and held skateboards, and I was like, oh, you're perpetuating the stereotype right here, MMM. But yeah, it's a good MV, the new one as well, so it's pretty cool.
They're easy core
to the core.
I like
that. So that's pretty much it for MMM. I've played all 3 of these pictures in the slides like 3 times by now, so we can move on to.
How about a new group?
How about a new group? Yeah.
A new group?
Well,
you mean
maybe. With
a name that nobody actually knows what it is?
No, not really. Yeah, I still don't understand.
So this, okay. I'm sure that some of you may have heard of a group called Necronomidol. And they've had a couple of members in the past who are no longer in the group. Well,
really?
one of those girls is in a new group.
Oh, Hotaru's in a new group?
I miss Hotaru.
Dude, why you derailing me?
Sorry.
Anyway, no, it's Rue.
Hotaru?
Who?
Yes.
Who?
Rue.
Stop it.
Sorry, John.
Stop it. Anyway, Rue's in a new group, and it's called 15 Germ. Germs.
It's such a weird name. It's such a weird name.
We haven't figured out if it's 15 Germ or 15 Germs.
Or is it Ichigo Germ? So it's like strawberry germs.
It might be.
It could be Ichigo Germ because they keep putting strawberries at the end of their tweets.
Oh god, who knows?
And strawberries on their faces, which makes sense. Like, you know, BPM Ichigo Q, like BPM 15Q.
They're putting 15 germs over their faces.
Well, what's strawberry germ? I don't.
Anyway,
they also have red in their outfits.
They do.
They definitely do.
You know.
But what happens if you put like one of those like kills bacteria, like 99%, like wipe them with one?
Ooh.
Then only one germ would be left.
Stop it! You guys are killing me over here.
Sorry.
You know you love it, John. You know
I do.
You've missed this.
It's my favorite thing in the whole wide world. If you didn't know. Anyway, so it's a 4-girl unit, and yeah, it's like the musical style is kind of like Die Die Die, except maybe a little slower.
Okay.
It's pretty high pace EDM with vocal effects.
Is it like that? Is it like that electronic hardcore stuff that some of them seem to be going for?
Yeah, it seems like that. I mean, they've got some samples out. I don't have their. Well, I guess you'd have to go to their Twitter. They don't have a YouTube yet, as far as I know. But they've got some samples of some songs.
There seems to be quite a few groups doing that kind of style recently.
Yeah, they haven't actually debuted yet. They're doing that in January on the 5th. But if you're in Japan in January, on the 1st, they're having some sort of event. I'm assuming it's a meet and greet or something like that. They're not going to be singing or anything like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a pre-debut thing, I guess.
Yeah, pre-debut. That's apparently a thing that groups do now as well.
Kind of weird.
Here's...
Yeah, it is.
1 minute.
Hook them up with a link, Terry. Come on.
Well, here's John's article thing has a song or two, I believe, and if you click on that, then you can go to their YouTube channel, and then all the rest of the previews are there, I believe. That's how I got to it earlier. Thanks, John, for actually putting the link in, so I should have a look. But you didn't put the link into their Twitter. Lucky I already follow them, so that was good.
Yeah, I didn't, because I'm horrible.
We're gonna have to ask them now if how their name is said.
Yeah. But yeah, it's Rue and 3 other girls that I assume are new-ish.
Do you know what?
I mean,
the problem is I can't tell because they've all got germ written across their face.
Yeah, and well, you can't tell because everybody opens a new Twitter whenever they join a new group.
That's also a good point. Yeah.
Yeah, but we've got Rue, who isn't going by Rue as far as I can tell. It's something slightly different.
Mm-hmm.
And then Akisora, Ran, and Ray.
Akisora, Ran, and Ray. Okay. I mean, their musical style's interesting. I feel like a lot of groups are kind of going for that at the moment. You've got like Die 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 kind of doing the electronic hardcore thing. You've got that new group that I talked about a while ago called Watashi Mugendai, who are also doing like that electronic hardcore type stuff. Is
this that 2 girls were in Shix? Were they in Shix?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
it is.
Yeah, because the YouTube channel's Shix's old channel. So that's interesting.
That's what it is. Yes, 2 of them were in Shix. That's right.
I don't think many people are going to remember Shix. I don't.
Yeah, they are.
But what? Apart from like the lesbian scandal thing, not for the right reasons. Yeah.
For the lesbian thing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only reason people would remember them, and I feel kind of bad for that. But
that one girl that kind of looked like Wednesday 13.
Oh.
There's a reference for you. Come on.
Yes. But yeah, they're interesting. Go and check them out.
Yeah, we don't have too much info on them.
I mean, we don't even know how to say their name yet. But don't worry, guys. Yeah. As soon as we get more info, and we know how to actually say their name correctly, and whether or not it's germs or germ, because they can't seem to make up their own mind either, and write German germs sporadically across all of their media stuff. So, what are the guys saying in the chat? Is Moondoggy said, I think a couple of the girls were in another group that one with the two who came out as, oh okay, yeah, it was that thing, Shix. And Side Letter said, I might get to check out their debut live if it's in the morning. Why not? You know what I mean? It might be. I feel like it's always bad when you're like, oh yeah, if only it's in the morning, and then it like completely clashes with something else you want to do that day, and you're like, well, I guess I'm not going to that. I always half expect the idols I like to be lesbians, TBH.
I wouldn't say it's that common.
I wouldn't say it's that common, but I'd say probably more.
No, they do like to put on a show every once in a while.
I would say that people probably hope for it more than they let on. Oh, Moondoggy, behave.
We've all heard your Oisumi hologram.
Or let's not get into the Discord theories and lists and that sort of stuff, because that's a whole different topic, and we don't want to get into that. What else have we got today?
Isn't this like our last piece of news? Pretty much.
Don't let them on that we're done so soon. Otherwise, everyone will just leave. But
it's a pretty big piece of news.
It's a big bit of news. Yeah, it's definitely a big bit of news.
Like, hey chat, like, let me know. I think we might have one or two Americans here, but don't quote me on that. Let me know.
I don't want to assume someone's nationality or where they live, but I think we got some Americans in the chat.
I think there might be a couple. You know, there's a couple in our Facebook group that's now public that you can go check.
It is now public, yeah.
So yeah, Chaotic Harmony, who were the ones that brought Kandai Syrup to America this year. Holy shit, that was this year.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Feels like so long ago. They're back at it again. This time with Broken by the Scream.
I was back at it again with the iDOL bands.
So yeah, they've got Broken by the Scream coming in for Sabaton. Sabaton? I always mix it up with the band. You know, Sabaton.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But yeah, Sabaton convention in Arizona. 2019, Broken by the Scream will be appearing. There's also another VK band called the Sound BHD, which is like one of the best band names I've heard in forever. They're also going to be there, but the people listening to this podcast are probably more interested in Broken by the Scream, so we'll focus on that. When is that? Did they say when it is?
I don't think they have dates yet.
I made a nice little photo of Broken by the Scream, like draped in a US flag.
I could just
for you guys. I don't know if it's right. It could be an old flag. Might be wrong. I don't know. But it looks right to me.
Yeah, so I don't have dates for when this is. Although I think there must be, because I saw.
What do you mean? It says it's between
August 30th to
August
30th to September 2nd.
Okay.
Yeah.
August 30th to September 2nd. Cool.
Yeah.
It's a bit earlier. No, later than this year, right? Because I'm pretty sure it was like kind of mid to early August.
I can't remember.
But hey, at least they're giving you plenty of notice, right?
Isn't that refreshing?
Yeah. Plenty of time to save up some money for your flights or your hotel or whatever. Get some time off work, you know. Make it up to the wife.
I mean,
that kind of stuff.
The interesting thing is they said they'll be participating in concerts or concert. So I think Kandai did 2 concerts before, right? They did like a short one and then like a proper one.
Yeah.
So they're doing like concerts, Q&A panels. So that'd be interesting. Autographs and more. Yeah. So if anyone remembers the special little VIP event that Kandai Syrup did, where I think it was watch morning cartoons or morning anime cartoons.
Party, dude.
Yeah, where you got to like eat, you know, breakfast cereal in your pajamas with like the Kandai girls. I'm not saying that's gonna happen with Broken by the Scream, but I'm assuming that Chaotic Harmony will probably aim to do some sort of
Chaotic Harmony will set up something cool.
Yeah, they'll set up some sort of cool.
try and do interesting stuff.
I feel like it should be a workshop where they teach you how to two-step and do harsh vocals in pajamas.
I mean,
just put it in pajamas for the bands. Like, why not?
I mean, you know, Broken by the Scream, pretty good choice. At least one of them has moderately okay English, so you know.
EO's pretty good. She'll kayfabe you for a while before she decides to actually use it, but she can. She can speak some.
Not a bad choice if there's any other concert promoters out there looking to book people. Nudge, nudge, suggestion, wink, wink. I don't know anything. I'm just
no.
You know.
But we know people who
it'd be cool.
We know people who do book stuff, and I feel like people pay attention. So the more you guys shout about stuff,
a lot of people were like, "Please bring them to the East Coast." And it's like, yeah, someone probably should.
Someone probably should, but you just need to get someone to book it. And
you need to find someone that wants to, though. That's kind of
and someone who's going to front the money to make it happen at first in the first place.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
US tours are so expensive.
Yeah,
just the entry fees, the visas are.
Yeah, man,
super.
It's like I don't think people maybe appreciate how expensive and difficult it can be to organize this kind of stuff. So
I mean, they've got to also be free and not have anything on in their calendar and agree to come, because them going to this probably means that they're not. Well, let's be honest. Broken by the Scream don't do that many shows.
Yeah, they're not the busiest.
Yeah, they do like one show a week, if that. Maybe like one show every 2 weeks. Like, unless they're doing like Thai bands and some other bits and bobs, they don't play that regularly. So they probably have more space on their calendar to do stuff than maybe perhaps a lot of the other groups who, you know, perform maybe like 2 or 3 times a week. So this is probably why they're able to do this and probably not miss out too much on, you know, money-wise.
Yeah, I'm like, you know, I don't want to get too kind of business orientated here, but I'm really interested how they
how they go down in the US, or
no, just I'm interested how Broken by the Scream in general sustain themselves by playing so few shows. Really odd.
I have a feeling that a lot of the girls also have jobs outside of.
I'm not talking about the girls. I'm talking about just like the group existing, like on any kind of level, because they're kind of signed to Pony Canyon, right?
I think it's more because Broken by the Scream always play with a live band lately, maybe at their own shows, but not really.
Band people need rest. I mean, tell that to all the people that are grinding out North American tours right now.
Tell that to all the Japanese like punk bands that are probably playing like 2 or 3 times a week. I don't know. Yeah. I feel like just because you play an instrument, it doesn't mean you need more rest than someone like doing like intense choreography and singing for like an hour.
Less rest.
Yeah, I know, right?
Serious, dude. Hey, guitar dudes are just moving their hand up and down.
Yeah,
come on.
It's like someone fapped for an hour compared to someone who basically did like full body cardio for an hour. Same thing. Hey,
yeah, so
it's the comparison.
You know, Broken by the Scream going to America. That's pretty awesome. If someone could announce anything happening in the UK in the next like 12 months, so I have something to look forward to between now and my next Japan trip, that'd be great.
I think there will be something.
Orion had their announcement, and that turned out to.
It's Orion, by the way.
Fuck off. It's Orion.
Yeah, that's what I've been told.
I'm not calling them Audion. I apologize.
That's what they're called.
It's like Audion and the Blind Forest or whatever.
Them lot that did the Necro 60s and Double Antler last year did tell me ahead of time, publicly on Twitter, might I add, so no breaches of confidentiality here, that while the announcement that they did make the other day was in fact not iDOL related, that they will have an iDOL related announcement at some point in the not too distant future, they hope.
Yeah,
they're working out.
Well, I mean, they're still working out contractual things for the Metal Matsuri thing that they're playing. So Japanese groups, you can't really say anything until things are like
John will hate
in
me
stone.
for saying this, though. but John will hate me for saying this, but like if you go and look who they followed on Twitter recently, they might give you something to kind of chew on for who might be coming to the UK next year.
Yeah, it's not. They're not subtle, are they?
Not official, not official until there's a press release and like a poster that has too many people announced on it and then gets redacted.
Yeah.
Not unofficial, but I mean, if the two people that they followed recently do come to the UK next year, I will be a very happy boy.
Yeah, Garry will definitely be flying to London.
I'll be flying to like all the dates, probably.
Lol. Well, yeah.
But yeah, so that's kind of it for the news that we had. I don't know if there's anything kind of, you know, just
all I'd say is
like loose ends.
yeah. Is there anything that we didn't talk about this week? Anything that you guys want to ask questions about? Anything that maybe didn't make it into the?
What did we miss?
Yeah, what did we miss?
I've got something I wouldn't mind talking about, but
I don't know what you're about to say, but I'm gonna.
I mean, I'm just gonna let people know
Yeah.
that Christine released the music video for
right,
their
okay.
song "Romanticist,"
They did indeed.
and that you guys should go check it out because I really like Christine and I want more people like them too.
You should,
Yeah.
and you should buy both of their singles.
Or you can go and stream them for free on Spotify.
Or
Or
you can
How
go buy
about
them.
or
that?
be less of a peasant, but not quite as much of a baller as
Hey,
buying them and go get
dude,
Apple Music,
hey.
I guess.
Dude, like I've done everything but take the gate off the hinges here. Work with me.
But check it out. Disc Union just yesterday announced that they have a special deal where you can get all 3 of their autographs if you order their
Yeah, man.
CD from Disc Union. Plug.
But will
And I don't
you?
even
Will Yudian also kick you in the head for that price?
I don't know.
I don't think so, Terry. I think you might have to go to the live.
I think I
show
think I got
experience.
a special offer on that one.
I think
Will her
Terry
mom
still
let
has
you?
the concussion.
I think I might still have the concussion from that. Yeah. Who knows?
And Hinako might also like grab you by the jaw as well.
Yeah. They're an interesting bunch of girls, and they get pretty intense live. So it'll be interesting to see what they
They were,
do in
like,
2019.
Apart from Mel and Batake, they were probably like the best live experience.
And
Yeah.
Yulian's
Lost
got
her.
Lineage.
Yeah,
I don't know if that
Yurian
was ever
also
talked
used-
about.
Yurian, well, we can talk about it. She talks about it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she announced it.
Yeah,
So did her mom.
Yurian her mother was a member of Onyanko Club, which apparently was a huge deal, even though I was just, oh, that's cool.
Dude, have you seen the translated lyrics to that song?
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
It is crazy. I'm like, that was the
love or
80s. wasn't it?
die apparently.
Hmm?
No, the don't take off my sailor suit.
Yeah, I know. I was talking about Romantic.
Oh yeah, romantic
Okay,
shit. Yeah.
sorry.
And Yurian was also in Gokite for like a hot second.
Yeah.
And
But she looked
You
a
know,
bit
she-
different in
little
Gokite.
bit.
Yeah.
just tiny bit.
Yulian
she
is
also
indeed the one with the
loves-
idol mum.
Yep, that is her, the one with the kind of Harley Quinn hairdo
Hmm.
and the piercings and maybe some tattoos in the future. If,
She really does want to get some tattoos. Yeah.
yeah,
Don't let that ruin things for you, though.
All I'm gonna say about Yulian is she looks better looking in person than she does in her pictures because
what I would say, and
yeah.
I don't want this to sound like really mean or like, you know, I'm not shitting on anyone who was involved with the video,
yeah.
but like the color treatment her solo shots got was a bit
Chill out with the filters.
it was a
as
bit
it
wide
were.
of the mark on the color treatment. On
What do you
her
mean?
Shots.
Like I haven't watched it.
She was quite yellow,
Oh, she's yellow.
kind of.
Oh,
yeah.
that's kind of weird.
The color palette in that video
compared
is,
to Shion and
yeah.
Hinako.
Shion looks really pale though in person, kind of. And,
So they all kind of look pale.
that's true.
You know, I'm really glad that Shion is actually in a group that's doing something. Because
Yeah.
I was really excited for Lucifer.
Oh, John, I said
Anybody remembers that?
I said to her, you know, that I'd known who she was and followed her since like a bunch of stuff, and like said to her about it, and her face was like, "What?" She's like, "How the fuck do you know about any of that?" I was like, "Yeah, like I'm glad that
she
you.
was
I'm glad.
she was like a car girl.
I was like, yeah, that's what I said. I said, didn't you used to do like the car and like bike thing for like a team? She was just amazed. She was like, how the fuck do you know that? And I was just like, oh yeah, I'm glad that you're finally in a group that like I actually like. She was like, oh yeah,
dear.
Christine's good. I was like, yeah, they are indeed.
But yeah, check out that video, guys. You know.
But yeah, it doesn't look like anyone's got a ton of questions in chat. So
Yeah,
I'm just gonna go through.
Nothing.
Well, all I'm gonna say is that we did mention it earlier, but the Facebook group is now a public group, so it's opened up again. It's not a closed group. If you don't have a Facebook account, you can still now go and see all of the posts made there. So pretty much all of the news that we cover on the podcast, as well as other stuff, live video footage, pretty much anything that you can think of. People's like merch hauls. There's like that's where I post podcasts. Reactions, all that sort of stuff. It all ends up in the group. So if you want to get information as quickly as possible, and you're either not on Twitter or you're not always on Twitter, go to the Facebook group and it's going to be there. We pretty much don't have another image, but I can move it to the thank you. No, I mean I've got this one, but yeah, this is pretty much what it is. So yeah, you can go to the Facebook group. I don't have the link for the Facebook group, but if you just go to Facebook and search Alternative Idol, oh you do? I'm glad you do. If someone could post that in there.
I always have the Facebook group.
I'm nearly 100% sure that most people that are here right now are members of the Facebook group. But if you're not, then yeah, go check it out. There's plenty of cool stuff in there.
Just put in chat should work, hopefully.
Yeah, maybe. It's open now, so you can see everything that's going in on there.
Yeah, if you want to join, just send a request.
Yeah,
please answer the questions.
Yeah, even if you just say like, oh, I came from the podcast or whatever, we'll know who you are. We'll let you in. Yeah. That's fine.
Oh hey, how about that BIS League?
I mean, no one mentioned it, so no one cares by the look of it. Maybe we'll cover that on another podcast.
When it's done.
Boys, how about this, right?
Yeah.
How about we talk about the BIS League when the results actually...
Yeah, when the results come in. I feel like that's a fair point. So yeah, Facebook group, if you guys want to go catch up with that, you'll see all of us there, as well as many of the people probably in the chat. You'll find us all in there, have a good chat. That's good. I've recently updated the channel with a brand new reaction video to Terra Architects Identity Crisis MV. Really enjoyed that. Tons of fan service and some other crazy stuff in there. So I have another one. I did a poll the other day to see what MV I should check out next, and pretty much overwhelmingly Pickering's new MV for the song that she put out, Hikari Sheena, for hate or whatever it's called. So I should have a reaction video coming for that, probably out next week. I could put it out sooner, but I feel like I'm gonna get the VOD out first.
Bag the holy hell out of Terry to do a Christine reaction video.
So like I said, Christine, I haven't seen it, so I'll have to go and watch that and do a reaction video to that. There's also some other videos and stuff like that I'm going to be checking out.
It's going to be a busy festive period.
Yeah, as you can see, the YouTube channel's got a whole new look. The actual channel itself has a kind of new image scheme and that sort of stuff. I'm also trying to work on getting the Patreon more updated and going again, so anyone who wants to kind of support what we do here at the channel, or enjoys the Facebook group, or just what we do as a community as a whole and wants to support that, go check us out on Patreon. I don't have a link for that, but it's always in the description of all the videos, so if you want to support us, go and check that out.
How about subscribing to the YouTube?
That's the main thing. I mean, I would hope everyone here right now is subscribed, but if you aren't subscribed for podcasts just like this, reaction videos and more, yeah. I mean, the good thing was...
What happens at 1,000?
I know, right? I mean, I don't really want to... Yeah, we retire. Yeah, it's all downhill from there. But yeah, pretty much, podcast reaction videos. You guys know what we do by now on the channel. If you don't, then go and check it out and get subscribed. That's pretty much all I've got to say. I'm just glad that you guys are all still here and still talking. It hasn't been the busiest podcast ever, and I don't think there was anything super controversial that people kind of needed to give crazy opinions and takes on. But
this is kind of like a down period for
a little bit.
Anyway,
a little bit.
Like January's gonna be lit because everyone's like gotta make some money to start the year off.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But
there's don't Gang Parade have an album coming out in January? There's
something
a
like
bunch
that.
of stuff in January.
You
I
can.
don't know, that Blu-ray just came out.
Bro,
Yeah, they do have
Batake
one coming
in
out.
January.
Yeah,
Come on.
Melon Batake with the full release of the.
We'll probably do another music video.
What was
or
it called?
something.
Ikusuze 1 2
Ikusuze
Idol 1 2 3, and the version that we have is just Ikusuze Idol, right?
Yeah.
So like the 1 2 3 is like the.
I think there's like 4 extra songs.
Oh right. There you go. I'm trying to not be too negative, so don't got much to say now. I mean, I don't think there's really that much negative stuff that could be said right now. I feel like
there's nothing wrong with like having an opinion that's not as popular as maybe there is.
Yeah, feel free to.
We like all opinions.
Yeah, whether it's bad, whether you want to shit on it, whether you want to big it up, it's all fine. I'm sure if your opinion's that out there, then I can't control other people in the chat. So if they shit on you for having a shit opinion or a bad opinion, that's on them. I'm not moderating anyone. They can go ahead and do what they want.
Please be respectful to each other in the chat,
Yeah.
guys. Thank you very much.
I mean, to be honest, we've never ever had an issue with that. Everyone's always been really nice because you know what? The majority of Idol fans are sensible, rational people that can have a discussion without getting emotional. Well, most of us. But
that was awfully specific.
I'm
Anyway,
not saying anything. I'm just saying.
So yeah, I guess we're wrapping this thing up. So I'll just I'll get my shit in, and then John can do his stuff and we'll get out of here. So yeah, I have a website. It's called idolishshit.com. Idol isn't really shit, but you know, just a kind of cool little name for a website. I take it you guys are still there and are just being...
No, everyone's left now.
Yeah, we're letting you do your piece, dude.
Sweet.
You need to make your plug more exciting, boy.
What? You know, I've got a website. These people, the guys that are still here already know.
Yeah, just be like, yo, I got my review out, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
Go check it out.
So, idolishshit.com. I write at least one review of a recent Idol release every week, sometimes 2, pretty much never 3 because that's way too much work. This week I reviewed Against the Pain by Beast. You know, check that out.
That song that I've pretty much was held hostage by in Japan and heard it.
Yeah, like a late night Tory with the boys.
Yeah.
Listening Against the Pain.
Yeah, it's like a song that it was like a song that I wasn't really into originally, and at this point it's like one of my favorite songs just because I was probably drunk singing it at some point. So yeah.
Dropped 10K on that box set from first.
Fuck no.
But yeah, so that's this week's review. If you want to know what I'm reviewing next week, then you're more than welcome to go and sign up to my Patreon for the website, because we're shilling everything out here now, boys.
Because Garry, how do you make money from YouTube? You don't. You don't.
Yeah, you definitely.
You get 1,000 subscribers to start with.
Yeah, that's exactly
pretty much, and then jump through another 500 burning hoops.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of. I've got a Patreon for the website as well. I'm not really expecting or looking to retire off of it, but you know, got a couple of different tiers you can support from as little as $1 whole American dollar a month.
Bro, them WordPress subscriptions and having your own servers, it's not super cheap. Let's be real.
It's not super cheap, but you know, that's why I also have a job. But yeah, I mean, some people in the past have said that they would like to support the website, and I didn't really have a way for people to do it, so now I do. Like I said, $1 a month if you like. If not, everything still remains free and doesn't get paywalled, because I think that's pretty bullshit.
Yeah.
The only thing that will get paywalled is like maybe kind of minor stuff, like I'll say what I'm reviewing that particular week, like on the Monday before it goes up. Just, you know, just kind of like stupid little stuff like
previews and extras, but never any main content.
Never anything that actually gets posted on the website.
Yeah.
And that's a promise.
That's a promise from everyone.
But yeah, so check that out. It's patreon.com/idolishshit, because somehow they'll let me have that URL.
I feel like you can get a lot worse URLs.
And oh yeah, follow me on Twitter @idolishshit if you don't already have me blocked, like half the fandom apparently does these days.
Ouch.
Some cool shit posting, because you know, just a meme lord, ain't I?
Just a mean,
and
just a mean
site
boy.
updates and all that good shit.
Gary's an edgy boy now.
That's pretty much it for me. I've already driven off most of the listeners, so
No, there's a
Oh,
couple of them.
thanks.
bring it home, John.
I will bring it home. I've got a website too,
Do you?
straight from Japan.
It's got hyphens in there.
Boom.
There's hyphens.
There's hyphens in there.
You know what's been going on my website lately?
Fuck all.
Sweet.
Not
fine
much.
hours.
I'm too busy. I'm too busy at work.
John's busy.
But
Same.
when I'm not
TBH.
busy, it'll come back.
It'll come back. But yeah.
I mean, I'm trying to put out at least one thing a week. I know that's everybody liked it when I was doing one or two things every day, but
too much,
I got
man.
real
Too
life.
much. You're gonna get yourself burnt
I
out.
got
That's not what
real
you want to
life.
do. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty much
you know-
it from us, I think.
Yep.
That's,
Yep.
that's pretty
about
much it from us. If you guys are still clamoring for more from us, you can go and check out the last video on demand. If you missed that and you didn't watch it on the live and you haven't watched it yet, it was a story pretty much from me, Gary, and Chris of our time spent in Japan last month. Plenty of stuff in there, some stuff that we referenced today that you might have been confused about. Maybe some of it didn't make sense, but yeah, there's plenty of anecdotes, stories, pictures, checky pictures. If you wanna, or even there's some. I think we did like a little advice thing as well, didn't we? Like towards the end,
A little bit towards the end.
not like super
if,
patronizing or
If
anything.
you actually, if you sit through that entire 3.5 hour video or whatever it is, and you ever see me at a show, I will personally shake your hand.
Because
That's
that's
ridiculous.
you probably know more about you'll probably know more about our trip to Japan than we'll be able to remember in a few months. Put it that way, because it really feels like a pipe dream. It feels like it's already gone. Like
I'm already planning the next one though.
it pretty much, right? So yeah, I'm kind of wondering when we're gonna probably do like a podcast where we kind of sit down and talk about going to Japan and tips and tricks and blah 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 and
We
stuff
can
like
do
that,
that.
because we can do that at this point. I feel like
next week, fuck it, who cares?
yeah, maybe if there's not much news, maybe we'll just sit down and do something like that, and we'll get some other stuff like that. Look at these crazy boys who did it. I mean, like AJ, I'll look forward to that handshake. And Kingpin said, I did. You guys are absolutely insane.
Look me up.
I hope that you had plenty of snacks and drink, because I had a dry throat by the end of that. So hopefully you didn't. I lasted 30 minutes. Poor Zeng. It's
That's
fine.
respectable.
Do I need a checky ticket for the handshake? No.
No,
you'll be
but
right.
if you buy me a beer, then that's if you didn't watch it for 3.5 hours, if you buy me a beer, you'll get a handshake as well.
He's a,
You get 2 minutes of chat while you chug that beer too.
yeah, after that, Gary will leave. He'll fade into the background and disappear. He's like, conversation over. Like,
But yeah, so that's pretty much it, guys.
Yeah. I feel like I've overstayed our welcome. But yeah, thanks to everyone who joined us today. You guys are awesome. Go and check out any other stuff that you want to see from us, reaction videos on the channel, as well as our last podcast from the Tales from Tokyo. You will be amused. It's a long one. Get settled in and listen to it, or do it in chunks, however you want. I'm sure you will be entertained. So check that out at your own leisure. I've been Terry from the All Idol podcast. These guys have been Gary and John. See you later.
Cheers, guys.
Bye.